Right, next mod. So we've addressed the brake cooling. Now we're going to address the oil cooling. These cars come factory with an oil cooler. It's okay for the street. It's a little bit small for the track. I saw temps get to 123, 125 by the end of a long session. At 130 to 135, the car goes into limp mode. So we don't want to have that happen. So we are going to address it with this. CSF. They make good stuff. The intercooler CSF, it works amazingly well. This is their race intercooler warranty, very important. The good thing about this, race oil cooler, not intercooler. The good thing about this oil cooler is it bolts into the factory location.
Perfect.
So from what I've seen online, it's a relatively easy install.
Really?
You take the driver's side or right side, wheel off, take the wheel liner out, and then there's just two plastic clips. So this just clips in at the top and the bottom. You don't even have to take the bracket out. You just kind of pop that in there with those little clips. Undo one bolt, bolt up the oil lines, put some new O-rings in it, and away you go. And then the car should run cooler, oil temperature wise, for the next track day. So we're going to put that in, and then we'll test it out shortly. Right, so the oil cooler has been removed from the bracket. So the bracket's held in with 3 Torx bolts, and then it unclips. So the oil cooler is now free. It's ready to come out. There's one Torx bolt holding the lines on, just in there. So we're going to crack that bolt loose, try and catch the oil in a Ziploc bag so we know how much has come out. We'll put that back in, and then we're going to add another 300 to 400 mil to get it to 7 liters total, and then put it all back together. So we'll see how this goes. Okay, so we're going to try and do this without making a large mess. Drain pan, always a good idea to have underneath. So this bolt should now come out.
2 hours later.
Okay. Now, we should be able to take the cooler and take the lines off it. So we'll let that drain into the bag. And then we'll get a cooler and pour that into the bag in a minute. Make sure you replace the O-rings. They're not that expensive. They're $5 or $6 a piece. So they look like that. There's 2 of those in there. So we'll put new O-rings in it. So you can see the old cooler has O-rings in it. So we're going to put the new O-rings in the new cooler so they're ready to go once we get it all drained. So new cooler is in. Torque that bolt to 8 Newton meters. Don't forget to put the O-rings on the pipe and then put the pipes in the oil cooler. Tighten it all down. We'll put the bracket back on, and then that should be it. Okay, so there we go. New oil cooler in, mounted, secured. Order of operations, the best way to do it is put the cooler in the bracket, snap it in that, and then put the bracket in and do up the bolts and the oil cooler lines. Torque that, new O-rings, and then we're gonna fire it up and test it for leaks, but I don't think it'll leak. So, new oil cooler, we'll put the oil back in the engine, and then, yeah, that's it. So, as always, guys, if you can like the video, comment, subscribe, do all that YouTube stuff, helps us out a lot. We're nearing 1,000 subscribers, and again, we have that special surprise coming that's in the mail that we should have fairly soon. Stay tuned.